hot second since we last played, so I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna talk through all the major beats we've hit in this campaign, beginning to current spot, just so we're
I
all on
like
the
that.
same page.
Good idea.
Is this session 14? I think 14, right?
Maybe
I've got 14. Anybody else?
not been keeping track of what
Oh,
number
okay.
each session is.
I'll take
I
a
can't
look.
find my old notes.
I've got it at 14.
14.
14.
Okay, so you started in the city of Redreach, the agricultural mecca of this world. There was a lot of gang violence going on there between the Barbed Few and the Ruby Shield. Both tried to recruit you in different ways to their side. They were
And
after
both hate us now.
both you hate you now. They were after a map that you recovered from a pair of tabaxi thieves outside the leaky. Forget what it's called. The leaky barrel.
Barrel.
The leaky barrel. Tap. The leaky tap.
Tap.
You did not give them this map, instead following it to a location in the middle of the woods where there had been strange comet that crashed a few nights earlier. Digging underneath this wreckage, you discovered an underground giant cog, central cog, as it was called. I met the guardian of the central cog, who said it was one of many such cogs that run under the surface of the world and is responsible for all of the basic laws of nature. He also said that something has gone cosmically wrong and systems are not working as they should. He entreated you to find the. I forget what exactly he entreated you for. He entreated you to find his mistress. I don't know how much information he necessarily gave you about her. I would check your notes if you have them on that, because I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to spoil anything. But he asked you to find her in this quest. You immediately left to go instead to a big. Oh no, you went to Green Guard. You went to Green Guard to. I don't know why you went to Green Guard. You just did. Um, you got there with Oz the Ooze, who discovered that his friend was in danger and was working for the Barbed Few, so he disappeared. You had an encounter with the Merry Meister, um, went through his domain, ended up in a Barbed Few hideout where you fought the leader of the Barbed Few, um, that branch specifically in Greengard, and escaped the city with Rotan, the sailor who has a really fancy magic ship and sells golds and jewelry and such. With him, you went to the city of Two Bridges, where we are now, to compete in the annual Heroes Holding, which is sponsored by the Veskin Order. You met Rylith, the Third Eye, who came in as a replacement member of your team to make sure that you had enough participants in order to compete. The first challenge was a bunch of brain teasers. You came out on top of that challenge, the fastest group out. Uh, but
Actually, we got second. Yeah.
not the highest points. Fastest time, we're slightly beaten in terms of points. You had a brief encounter with Apoy's stepfather and stepbrother, who you did not take kindly to, but there was some sort of secret Ivory Court meeting going on that you were made aware of but did not investigate further.
Yeah, we found out some turtle guys in there and a guy with a mask. That's all we figured out. And 9 or 10 people total.
9 or 10 people. Following that, you went to the second phase of the Heroes Holding, the hunt, where you went to this wood late at night and were released to go hunt as many fiends as you could, bring back these iron bands as proof of their defeat. You encountered the Doom's team, the Mad Raptors, and slaughtered over half of them, leaving uh, only Fedor's friends and I believe 2 others alive to tend to the bodies. After that, you went further into the woods where you had another encounter with some demons and decided to take a short rest. And that is where we pick up. Are there any questions about any of that off the top? That I did forget, but thank you for reminding me.
I'm
I just
Okay.
want to.
past him.
I want to ask Logan if he's got all our like quests still written down and organized so that we're
Absolutely,
staying
I
on
do.
point.
Would you
Okay.
like me to recount them for you?
I think it wouldn't be a bad idea personally.
Number one, make me a god. That's right at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Become a god. Number two, learn about necrax. As much information we can get about me and my former life, that's the best thing possible. Number three, I have find Krish. It's my brother. He went missing, I guess. I just talked to my dad about it. I'm pretty torn up about it, honestly. Really like my little brother. He's cool. The other brother sucks. Um, Number four, bring old maps to Rotan. I think we're overlooking this one a lot. Very important. Rotan is our bro. We need to bring some old maps. Number five, win the hero's holding. So we're already well on the way to doing that. Just gotta kill some more demons. No problem there. Number six, catch cats.
Can I ask you?
That's all started. Mhm.
Let me ask you. I've forgotten. Why are we winning the heroes holding? Like, why are we doing this big thing?
Well, we get 10,000 gold, so that's something. But I don't
Okay.
think there's any other. I mean, we saw that. Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right.
Oh my god.
That this is how it started. Right. Right. Yeah, we need 100 gold, so we might as well get 10,000.
Yeah.
It's just efficient.
Yeah.
Number six is catch cats. So this
Okay.
is mostly Fedor at this point, but it sounds like we're still vaguely interested in catching these guys.
Yeah, seems legit.
Yeah. Um,
Vaguely.
number seven, fix clock stuff / find out more info at the library of the academy. Seems to be a big issue. We got this orb thing.
Where
We
is
don't have any more.
the academy at?
Isbeth.
Okay. Question for
Yep.
later. That's a question for
Yep.
later.
Yep. Next is kill or get rid of the witch from Milo, though I now have this highlighted in gray because I think we've decided maybe it's not that big of a deal. Don't know why, but
Yeah.
anyway, it's on there. Next, in number 8 or number 9, become rich and famous and bring proof to Saga so I can get a cool staff. Also, you guys could get stuff, but mostly I want a cool staff.
We might be able to check that off by winning the heroes tournament thing.
Yeah, I thought about that. Next is find women ? That one we have made no progress on.
That should be. I thought that was priority number one.
It's
like
been knocked
always.
down by some like world stuff that we've been dealing
Alright.
with, but I will think about moving it up. Next is get 100 gold so I can cast Identify. we're getting to that one quickly. And then last, we do still have save people from the Revel Room on here. We were like, well, we're going to come back and save you. We've made no effort to do so yet. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We've also completed several tasks, but I'm not going to list them currently.
Okay.
Wow. You guys got a lot to do.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
And we're going to get through all of it tonight.
I can't wait.
Any
We're gonna fix the clock stuff. That's like a big one. Take care of that tonight.
Yeah, the guy was like, please, you need to do this. Reality is tearing itself
Yeah.
apart. You guys were like, oh yeah, sure, we'll take care of that for you.
I had a dream that the clock caught fire and the world burned to the ground. Probably not that important.
Shit.
Okay.
I think I've got it properly placed here, like 7 on our list.
Absolutely.
Can't
Is
be
there
that important.
anything else we need to clarify? Any questions we have before we get started? Once, twice. All right. So we'll pick up then in the dark forest of the dark unmarked forest on any map that is outside the town, the city of the two bridges. It is a starless night, but the moon shines overhead. It's dark out here. You guys had come across this large rock that jutted out over the ground, sort of making a little almost cave for you guys to take a little short rest in. Well, some of you napped. Rylith ran away, and he has returned just now as the rest of you rouse from your sleep. What would you all like to do?
Can you remind me what the time limit is on this trial?
Oh, I would have to remind myself of that first.
I remember thinking, oh, that's a while. We should kill some more demons, but I don't remember what the.
Yes. Well, that's not helpful. I just wrote down until midnight.
Okay.
I believe it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 15. It
Oh, it's like a
definitely did
full.
start at midnight.
Oh, so it's like a full day, like 24 hours.
Nope, nope. My notes are
Oh.
really unhelpful.
Oh, okay.
It is 3 hours total, and you're about halfway through that time.
Okay. Sounds good. So probably one more big kill or like 3 more small kills. Like that. Cool. I agree. Especially if we can get the biggest one still. So we haven't killed the biggest one. So that's what scares me the most is if you look, if someone kills the bear stick, they have more points than us just with that, right?
We had like 16 points or something right now.
Oh, because we also took the points from I forgot about that. What is our total current points? Do we know? That's
Oh,
probably good
gee, I sure hope
information to
you
know.
guys know.
I wrote we killed the snake demon and were able to collect 16 rings after
Okay, 16.
compromising with the Mad Raptors team. So I think we're at 16 is my
16. All right.
So what's the plan?
I mean, 16 seems good, but I think getting more points is definitely worth it. I still have some spell slots left. I mean, I'm full HP at least.
Yeah, me too.
All right. I guess we're keeping on with the current plan then. I think Rylith was the one kind of leading us around because he's more familiar with the territory. So I'm going to wait on him.
Roll a religion check for me. It's real dark behind this eye patch. Hard to make things out.
I follow blindly, assuming that he knows what he's doing.
All right. And the direction that you're leading them, is it further in towards the center of the forest, or perhaps? Go ahead and roll a survival check for me as you.
Can I help him? Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Keeping a very good watch on your surroundings, making sure you leave clear markers for yourself so you're able to get back should you need to. You navigate through the forest. It is dense, very dense. You have to bushwhack your way through, but you are able to make it further in, further in. You estimate that you're over halfway through at this point. You're closer to the other side than you were where you started. And it's at this point, after about 20 minutes of walking with no interruption, that you hear a scream in the distance. Just a single piercing scream.
Does it sound human?
Roll an insight check.
15?
It does. And it sounds terrified.
Sounds promising.
It could be a skinwalker.
Shit, good point.
Meta knowledge.
I think we should go there. I mean, that sounds like someone. Maybe we could take their rings if nothing else.
How far away did it sound? Like super close?
Not like in your immediate area. It sounded like it was in the direction you guys were heading, but it did not sound near you.
And after the one scream, there's no. It's just one scream.
There's just one scream.
I will pick up the pace.
Okay.
I will too.
Marching forward, continuing on, vaguely in the direction of this scream. You come across a small clearing. In this clearing, however, as you look out on it, all of the trees seem strange in the light of the moon. The ground itself looks odd. Rocks spring up from the ground, and you can't get. I don't know how close you want to get, but from the point where you would immediately notice these things, you can't quite make out why they look strange. They just look kind of blocky and fuzzy in the dim light. They don't seem as well defined as the rest of the forest.
We don't see anyone in the clearing.
Roll a perception check.
11.
Should we all roll one?
If you would like.
Roll two.
Thank you.
$15.
Dirty 20.
All right.
The insight,
Perception.
perception, 22.
Nice.
Okay. Rylith sort of putting a hand out to slow you all down. You come to a halt and peer into this strange area of the forest. As you do, apart from it looking odd, most of you do not pick up on anything at all, but Amim and Fedor, peering into the night, you see a flicker of movement at the edge of your eye. Something shifts, and then it disappears.
Which side?
Like on the far side of this little clearing.
Oh, so like up high.
Yes.
More towards the right.
Yes.
Hold on. Anybody see that?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm gonna point over there. Over there.
What was it? What did it look like?
I couldn't tell. Looked like movement.
Think it's creature.
More demon than human?
You don't know.
I asked Amim and
Well, truthfully, I really couldn't tell the difference between its features. It was hard to tell if it had humanoid, even if it was a demon. It could be anything.
I couldn't even see that much.
Should we check it out?
I think so.
I'll turn to the rest of us.
But-
We go.
All right.
Be sneaky about it.
Well, I was thinking maybe we split up into two groups. You know,
Yeah.
you
Flank
less sneaky folk go up head on. We'll try and get around it.
Got it.
Yep. Walk into the clearing? Question mark. Try to be a little diversion.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna try and go around with whoever else thinks they're a sneaky person. I guess.
Yeah, I'll try to be the sneaky folk. Garrick,
You're
I think you're
sneaking
muted.
around. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
16 for myself.
Natty 20, baby. I roll better when Garrick's on my team than when he's the DM, apparently.
Oh god. Yeah. Yeah.
too.
It's pretty bad.
What did you roll, Milo?
I got a 16.
Okay. So you make your way through the forest, confident that no one is able to spot you. You feel very stealthy, dodging between trees. Amim and Fedor, are you just walking directly into this little clearing?
Simple enough.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Who has our rings? That's probably another thing we should figure out.
I definitely don't. I don't have them written down in the inventory.
I don't think any of us do.
Make a decision now.
I feel like it should be Rylith. Well, here's the thing, Rylith. You don't die in one hit like I do, but you're also sneaky.
That's a good idea. 16 of them.
Did I give somebody these fiend poison darts? Did I give them all to that person? Okay. All right. So you've got all 4, or did we throw?
Tony looks down his character sheet. What?
There's 2 left. Okay.
We'll stick go. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You have a good memory. Nice.
Things you're interested in.
Right.
Amim and Fedor, as the other group sneaks off to go around, you two walk confidently forward. Strange shadows dance in your vision as you make your way through. Eventually, you reach the edge of this tree line, and taking a step into this clearing, immediately the texture of the ground feels off. You sink into it a little too easily. There's a bounce to this. Looking beneath you, it seems that you are walking on some unidentifiable substance. Something fluffy, something bouncy.
Hmm.
As you look around, the trees that dot this clearing look more like cutouts of trees. The rocks are made out of some dark pink material. In the center, though, perhaps what grabs your attention, is a small totem, seemingly made out of bones. Bones that you assume have to come from the discarded carcass that lies nearby. As you gaze on it, the two of you hear laughter, deranged laughter, seemingly coming from every direction around you. The other 3 of you do not hear this.
Is it piercing? Like, how loud is it? Like, can I talk to Fedor and say, like,
Yeah,
what's happening?
it's loud and then it fades and then it's loud and then it fades from another direction. You are able to talk to each other.
Well, we wanted to kill another demon.
Do you say that in Draconic?
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous right now. I'm feeling good after taking that nap, but I get the other half of my broken fan axe out. Expect anything.
Have you come to play too? Rings a voice, again, seemingly coming from every direction.
Yep.
Put down your weapons and join my grand design.
the totem thing? Like the bone statue, or is that a?
It's like a pyramid made out of bones.
And how tall?
It's not super tall.
Oh,
You
okay,
couldn't
I was
have
about to
noticed
say.
it unless you had walked into this clearing here. It's made out of a few bones. It's probably like
Okay.
shin
Yeah,
height.
one carcass. You said one.
One carcass.
Okay. Yeah, that's not ridiculous at all.
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't made a fucking totem of bones?
It's like a cairn with like not a cairn, a cairn with like with the rocks or whatever. But anyway, I'll look to fade.
Control yourself, Howard.
Have you been drinking your milk? I desire strong bones.
Yep.
The fuck did you say?
Milk.
Oh, you said we can't hear this from the shadows?
You cannot hear this from.
Can they hear us responding though?
You can hear them just seemingly saying random stuff.
All right.
Guys, kind of looks like they're talking to someone out there.
I would like to at least get to like the periphery of the trees, like try and get close to them. How far is it from the tree line to where they are?
This whole area is, if it were a circle, it would probably be a 25-foot diameter circle. It's not
Oh, very small, very small.
very big at all.
Then I'll say
as you-
5 feet into the woods.
If
Probably.
if you'll let me, I want to cast Fairy Fire
Okay.
on this area. Now I know Fairy Fire is a cube, but I will try to. You said it's the sound's all around us.
Yes.
And we can't localize this, so I will just Fairy Fire as much of this circle as I can.
Okay, absolutely. 1 second on that. Apoy, as you make your way towards the edge of this clearing, you put a hand on a tree to steady yourself, and part of it just crumbles apart in your hand. As you cast the spell for Fairy Fire, you throw your hands down, and poof, a burst of light. Sparks fly out in every direction. As they do, they localize around one silhouette. Silhouette in motion, seemingly running around as you catch it here. It's you can't see the figure, you can see its silhouette. It is a short figure, about gnome-sized. And it seems to be moving quite fast. And as you do this, he yells out, "That's no fun! You've ruined my game. And now, it's time for me to ruin you." And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Will, is this one of the demons we've done research on by chance? I know we did some research on like wind demons, Nuparibo demons.
Oh boy, did I don't remember which ones you did research on.
I think mostly wind and Nuparibo were the
This
ones
is
that we
a
were able to like.
spree demon.
Okay, I don't
know
think
it.
we know anything about these then. That's fine. Well, I
I
know
feel like-
we heard about the whole list of demons. Like we know what all the demons are, but we didn't exactly, right?
Yeah, a couple of you had very specific knowledge about a few
Right.
demons. I don't know.
And all of the knowledge was Rylith. He's the one who knows about demons, I think.
Well, Fedor rolled very well and had a lot of information about the one you fought last time, the Alnar.
Oh, that's right. Nice.
I actually do feel like I remember. Didn't you say that we each kind of knew something about some of these demons? I feel like the spree
Yeah.
demons was something that like I had seen in the woods or something.
Oh.
Possibly. I don't
Unless
remember.
I'm just I don't remember either.
It'll die the same,
Yeah,
no matter what it is.
if it bleeds. Yep.
That's right.
My apologies. Don't have a map for this one. I'm just
No
gonna have to
worries.
use theater of the mind here. If everyone could roll me initiative.
Yeah, I
Let
get a
me know what you got.
16.
I rolled a 9.
I rolled a natural 1,
Okay.
so that was 2. If it's not just a natural 1.
I got an 18.
Dan and Steven, you need to change your names.
What?
I tried to.
They're-
and it
Oh,
didn't
right.
work.
They're your old
Uh,
character.
Dumb thing.
Milo, repeat what you got.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. Kicking off the initiative order here is the Spree Demon itself, as it releases the invisibility around it. You see, for the first time, this creature, seemingly some sort of distorted gnome. Half of its hair covered in a bloody mat of red, the other half shock white. It's got horns growing out of its head, huge toothy mouth, which is bared in a demonic smile. In its hand, it holds a bone club, and in the other hand, you can see long claws, gnarled, extending from it. I will send a picture what it looks like.
I'm reading this. It says 2 spree demons, 4 group. What does that mean?
There are a total of 2 spree demons. They're worth 4 points, I believe.
As a group.
Individually. The group, I think, was accidentally typed.
Oh, okay, great. So
It was not meant to be there.
no worries. Just making sure. I was like, well, shit. If it's useless to just kill one of them, that would be unfortunate.
And the spree demon will go first here.
Ooh,
It's going to go
he's
ahead
cute.
and charge towards Fedor, the source of this annoying fairy fire. And it's going to go ahead and make 2 claw attacks on you.
Bring it on. I'm gonna hold up my cog grinder shield.
First one is an 18 to hit.
Meets it, doesn't beat it today.
Okay.
My armor class is 18.
Second one is even less than that, so not a great first turn from this spree demon here.
So
But
what
you
did he
live and you
attack me
learn.
with?
His
He attacked me
claws.
with-
He just
So
tried
can
to
we
sort of...
say his claws get caught into the... I can't disarm his claws, but can I like turn the grinder and catch his claws on my shield?
Absolutely. It howls in pain, and then as it looks at its bloody fingers from where you have ripped off like one of its claws, it starts
Oh.
laughing
Oh, cool.
maniacally.
Oh,
shit.
good.
Charming.
I'm gonna be a little bit unnerved by that.
A little
Uh,
bit.
Next up is Milo here.
And while he is illuminated, and I'm gonna say he's illuminated in a purple light, almost like an outline, we have advantage to hit him.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah. So is he still like invisible but illuminated by the fairy fire?
I think he cancels
He's
his
visible, but
invisibility.
he's still silhouetted by this fairy fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Shit. I'm wondering if, as far as we can tell, is there only one enemy out here? There's only one opponent right now.
As far as you can tell, yes. The fairy fire only revealed one.
Okay. And how far away are they currently? Like, how far away is this creature from myself in the tree line or whatever?
About 15 feet.
Okay, 15. I'm gonna do something wild, and I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my staff thing, and just rub a bit of dirt on it, and it's gonna like grow green and like grow a few leaves off of it. And I'm just gonna like run out of the woods and basically come up behind this guy and just try to thwack him on the head. I'm just going in for it.
Okay.
So a dirty 20 to hit him.
That'll certainly hit.
Yeah. And that's gonna do 11 points of damage.
All right.
I'm just gonna run up and hit him with my shusher from behind.
Coming out swinging, you bonk him on the head, and he stops his laughing for a second, turns around and sees that there's another attacker, sizes
As
you up,
he's
saying,
as I'm running out there, I'm gonna go, all right, and then hit him right on the head, like from behind.
Oh, perfect. You're much more my size.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Milo?
Can I like pull out my log shield, or would that take like
Absolutely.
a bonus action? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I do that. I definitely get my log shield out,
Okay.
stick my arm through it.
Apoy.
That's it for me.
Okay, awesome. I think I'm just gonna start off something easy. I'm gonna go ahead and use Chill Touch. It's got 120 feet range, so I'm just gonna stay where I am. And go ahead and shoot that out with advantage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's gonna be a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Awesome. Let's see here. 10 points of necrotic. Yeah, necrotic damage.
Okay. Does not seem to like that. It's not resistant to
Ooh.
necrotic, unfortunately.
Good. I like when he doesn't like that.
Anything else for your turn?
I might actually take a few steps back into the wilderness a little bit more, just to try and keep myself safe. But besides that, no.
All right. As you step back, Amin, you are up next.
Is this thing like? We can still see its silhouette, but is it like is it still moving super quickly? Like, can I hit it?
No, it was sort of running all around you guys, making these different noises, and then it ran up to Fedor and tried to hit him, and sort of bends around it.
Okay, there it is. I'm going to just take a hit, just take a couple hits at it with my my broken fan axe.
Absolutely.
Okay. The first one is gonna be a 21 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
And the second one is a. Oh wait, I'm gonna. Sorry, I should have said this. I'm gonna rage and then do this.
Okay.
But yes, it's still the same. The next one is 15.
15 will not hit, actually. So you take one swing at it, you slice into its back, and this black ichor oozes out. It spins around, and as you come with a second hit towards it, it throws up its bone club and manages to catch your axe.
Much respect. It's a D8, right? Yeah.
We should be rolling with advantage on this guy too, right?
Yep.
Okay, because I forgot to do it. I still hit him anyways, but just
I
keep that in
totally
mind,
did not
everybody.
roll with advantage. Should I do that?
Go ahead and roll with advantage just to see if you get that crit.
And then I'll roll with it. Definitely did it on the first one. For the next one. Well, the dice count as 18.
Okay.
If we want to do that. If you don't want to do that, that's okay.
That will hit, yes.
Okay, so then dos minunos. 24 damage.
Holy
From the
shit.
broken fan axe.
With one hit?
I did, so I gave advantage for the second one as well.
Oh, so that's between both attacks?
Yeah.
I was gonna say 24 points of damage, one hit. That's crazy. Okay. You swing down and manage to slice pretty hard into its back. It does seem that it is resistant to this. It does not take as much damage as you would expect from a non-magical weapon.
Fair enough. And now that I've hit this creature, and I'm enraged, that creature has disadvantage on attacks against my allies, and if the attack lands on them, they have resistance because ancestral protectors.
Okay.
Them ancestors. But good to know that it's resistant.
Yes. Rylith. You are also about 15 feet away at this point. You are part of the group that snuck around. It is the size of a gnome. Okay. That'll hit. Mhm. Okay. Your fists are not magical yet, I believe, so he does take half damage from the first one, but the second part will do full. Not a fan of that. He hisses from behind his grin. Anything else for your turn? Okay. Finally, rounding out the group at the bottom, Fedor.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame to bring this radiant flame down on him. He needs to make a Dexterity savings throw.
All right. Wow. I'm really not a good roller. 12.
That's a fail. 15 would be the save.
Sure.
Okay, so he takes 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay. This holy light beams down from above, almost like a bolt of lightning, and hits him. You can see his silhouette in the center of this strike. He seems to shrug it off, but has taken some damage, for sure. Is there anything else for your turn?
Um, I don't think so.
All right. Now, Kush, we're back up to the spree. He's found himself surrounded here with enemies on all sides. However, aware that he will be at disadvantage if he attacks anyone else, he is going to turn his 2 attacks to you, Amen. First of those is absolutely not going to hit. Second one, however... Okay, second one is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, he does. He does hit.
Okay. 8 points of slashing damage would be halved for you, since you're raging. Plus 11 points of poison damage. Not halved. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. Does this relate to the poison?
No. This is a magic effect it has.
The con save will be 11.
Okay. You are confused for 1 minute. At the top of each of your turns, you must roll a d10, and it will determine your behavior for that turn. Additionally, you cannot take reactions. You can make the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on a success.
Cool. My breath weapon is a poison weapon.
Okay. So then you would take half damage, I believe, from the poison as well.
Have to what, 6 on top of the
Yes,
8?
6.
The first. Okay, cool.
So a total of 10 points of damage from that.
Okay.
Right. He's gonna mutter, bones, 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 under his breath.
Good point.
And as he does, Milo, we're back up to you. You see
All right.
this look of confusion come over Amim's eyes as he rakes his claws against Amim's chest.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, I'm gonna smack this guy again with my stick. I'm gonna be like, "Give us your rings. You don't stand a chance." I'm gonna just try to whack him with my glowing stick. By the way, this is magical damage. I just realized
Okay.
a second ago. So that'll be 27 to hit him. Hell yeah.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Uh,
Yes.
I know. So that'll do 9 like magical bludgeoning damage. So I just like and just hit him again.
All right. Taking a hefty blow here. You hear his shoulder cracks as it's pushed forward by the force of your blow. And he just looks back at you, and with his other hand, he pushes it back into place and sort of whips his head around. You're next. Maybe I'll add your teeth to my collection.
You're not gonna destroy these woods, mate. These woods are gonna be safe.
Anything else for your turn?
Nah, I'm good. I don't have anything else.
Okay. Next up is Apoy.
Yeah, can I judge like the relative health of this creature? Like, does it look like we've done some decent damage to
Roll
him?
a medicine check.
Yeah.
And actually, Will, I'm gonna just use my bonus action to ignite my constellation on my chest. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Fantastic.
18 medicine.
18. Looks like it's taken maybe 25% of its health.
Okay, not a ton. All right. In that case, I will go ahead and. Well, I know necrotic damage is good. I think I'm still gonna chill touch it. Well, I guess in character, would I know that Amim is like affected by it in some way?
You don't have dark vision, correct?
That's right. Yep, I do not.
So you are making out like the silhouettes of this fight at a distance, but you are not really getting a clear picture of what's happening. So no, you would not be able to see Amim in this confusion.
All right. So if I'm being totally honest, I would probably cast haste on Amim,
Okay.
which I realize is probably not the best move in this case, but I wouldn't know any different, right? So I'll go ahead and cast haste on Amim as my action.
It could work out. You never know.
Yeah, it could. And then outside of that, I'm just I don't really have anything as a bonus action. Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
hanging out.
So taking out, I believe, a piece of licorice root and sort of rubbing it between your fingers, you point towards Amim. The air around him seems to vibrate as he moves faster. We'll see the effect of that next round. Speaking of Amim, it is your turn. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
If you so wish. Let me get it out from the case. Which also is very hard to do. Okay. That is a 9.
9. Good news, you can act and move normally
For this turn?
for this entire turn.
Yippee!
Lucky
Okay,
roll.
I don't really know what I could do magically, but I'm definitely gonna use that quarterstaff now. And just whack it. You know? Just whack it.
Absolutely.
Good idea. Whack it hard, Tony.
Whip it real good, you know what I mean? But
Are you using both of your actions on
to
this?
attack it? Yes.
So
Don't
roll
forget to roll
3
with
attack rolls
advantage.
with advantage.
There it is. Oh,
Yeah.
wanted to make
Dan's gonna help you whack it.
I'm also helping him whack it.
Okay, the first one is 17 to hit.
I am not helping him whack it. Just to
17
be
will hit.
clear.
17. Okay, thank God.
I am.
The next one is above 20.
20 plus will hit.
Then the last one will be 19. So
All hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Crits, no crits.
I feel like we're
Ooh,
all just standing in a circle around this thing, just whacking it.
That is
Not me.
exactly
I'm deep in the woods.
Okay.
Mm,
Dan. Dan is not amused.
Believe they call that a circle jerk.
Yo, salty cracker. Speaking of salty cracker, 45 damage.
Holy shit.
okay. 45 damage, halved, down
Yeah.
to 23, but still a very decent hit. And the creature turns back to you looking extremely pissed. It thought this confusion would stop your attacks, but it does not seem that is the case. As it turns
Okay,
its attention
And he can
towards you.
repeat the save. I think.
Yes. At the end of your turn, go ahead and repeat that save.
I repeat the save right now.
Yes.
I have no more turn. And the same thing. The creature is once again disadvantaged, and that resets. I have to do that every round.
Great.
So if I don't attack that specific creature, that won't happen. Whoa, that's pretty cool. I rolled a natural 1. I don't think I get to re-roll it.
You do not.
Um,
You are still confused. But very fast.
That's
Very fast.
horrifyingly disorienting.
The world seems to move slowly around you, and it just adds to your confusion here.
Sorry.
Rylith. Down to you. Garrett? Sure. Absolutely. Okay. Charmed, frightened, or possessed? Does it define any of those things? I will.
My
Yeah, it doesn't.
Verbiage.
What was the mechanism that I had to do this? Was it the poison?
No, it was. It's just a magical effect that this creature causes when it strikes.
I would say it's
So
very charming. You know what I mean? Charming guy with his blood and stuff.
I'll say it. Well, it's not a charm. It's
Short-term madness is its own condition, so I think that it is inflicting that condition.
I would say that is the closest condition to what it's affecting. I didn't even know.
No,
That would absolutely work. Oh no, it wouldn't actually, because he cannot take reactions. I'm sorry.
What about the haste? Does that have any say in that?
No, because you still only get
It was a
one
good
reaction.
appeal. You know, it was a good appeal. I can't lie.
Sorry. Sorry to pull the rug out on that one.
Okay. I'll just be mad. You know, just short.
Sorry, Rylith. Anything else for your turn? Okay. It was a great effort. The thought was there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I couldn't let you go with it.
Don't worry, I hasted lunatic, so I mean, I mean, so far my haste has given us 1 bonus attack. I mean, you can't complain.
Yeah.
Until that's an
Fedor.
attack against us, then I can complain.
Fedor, we are up to you.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No
Did you already say
worries.
that?
Just
I'm tired of fucking around with this little bastard.
Yeah, get him.
he is
Oh,
smaller
yeah.
than you.
Yeah. He's quick.
Okay, so I'm gonna approach him and attempt a spell.
Okay.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Dirty 20 will hit. What spell are you casting?
Inflict wounds. I'm
Hey.
gonna get close enough, and I'm just gonna be like, crack, and slap him across his face.
And as you do, it seems to lacerate him. Cuts appear all over his face as you smack him on one side. How much damage does he take?
And I'm casting it at level 2, partly because of my spell slot situation, but 28 points of necrotic damage.
Starting to look a little rough here.
I'm like, ha ha! Then I pull my shield across again.
It begins screaming, and the screams quickly turn into laughter as it feels the cuts on its face. Blood pours out of these wounds, and it rubs it over itself.
Ugh.
Anything else for your turn?
Um, I don't think so. No.
All right. In that case, we're back to the Spree Demon's turn. It rushes towards Amim, but it sees this sort of divine haze that surrounds him. And it feels uncomfortable going closer to that, knowing that it's been inflicted with this spell. So he's going to back up. He's going to look around, and Milo, he looks towards you. He says, "Give me your teeth!" And he's going to leap onto your face and try and
Oh,
rip your
no.
teeth out of your head.
Has disadvantage.
Does have
Not
disadvantage.
all right. Not all right.
Okay, with disadvantage, that is a 16.
That is my armor class when I got my log on my arm.
Okay. With disadvantage, that one is a 17. Sorry.
Ah!
Uh,
Get off. I'm like
7 points of
scrambling with this.
slashing damage.
Okay.
He has resistance to that as well.
Half to 4. Plus 11 points of poison damage, halved to 6. So 10 total points of damage on that one. And I need you to make me a constitution saving throw.
All right. Get off of me. Constitution 18 total.
18. Managed to pass. As you feel the strange haze try and overtake you, you just shake your head. And it clears, and you can see this creature gripping onto your face, carving into you with its claws.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Milo, up to you.
With this thing on top of me, I'm just gonna try to like take my staff and just kind of like hit him with the back end of it. We'll see how that works out. We still have advantage on this guy. Is he still fairy fired?
Still have advantage on him,
Okay, so
unfortunately.
good. It's gonna be well over 20 to hit him, and it's gonna do 8 points of magic bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Is he like still on top of me? Like he's still gripping me and grappled me or
Like
something?
his claws are digging into your face. You're not grappled, but
Okay,
his
yeah. Okay, well I'll use my bonus action, and the like archer on me will like form up and fire this like glowing blue arrow into him. I don't
absolutely
remember how
from
that
your
works
chest is
exactly.
just this burst of energy as this constellation draws its bow.
Okay, so it'd be my spell attack bonus. Do I get advantage on that? I guess it won't matter. That'll
I believe
definitely
so.
hit him. Okay, I did not get a nat 20. Okay, well that's I rolled the same, so it'll be well over 20 again. And that will do nice max damage. 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay. This creature is looking really rough at this point. Chunks of its skin are just hanging off of its face. You can see exposed black flesh beneath. This blood running up and down its skull. It is looking on the verge of death, for sure. Anything else for your turn, Milo?
Other than being like, get him off of me. Nothing. Yeah.
Okay. A point.
Okay, I'm going to use the first use of my brush bone of the day, and I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on this creature, which is going to be a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm not rolling well at all tonight, or ever, but tonight too. 6.
And definitely going to fail there, so that's going to be 3d6 points of psychic damage. 4 plus 6 plus 3 is 13 points of psychic damage.
How would you like to do this to this spree?
I like to think that he's like reaching in to try and rip the teeth out of Milo, and then he kind of like grabs his skull and he's like, "No, I need to get the teeth from within me." And he starts tearing at his own skull,
Ugh.
ripping and tearing until there's nothing left of him.
And that is exactly what happens as he digs into himself, extracting his teeth on himself, digging in. He holds out a single tooth before he bleeds out and collapses to the ground. And as he does, his body melts, disintegrates, and a single brass ring is left. Iron ring is left in a puddle of black ichor.
That's like the coolest kill that I think we've done in the last 2 or 3 years. Normally we pummel or slice or burn or lightning, or this guy killed himself because he fucked with his mind. That's cool.
Yeah, it wasn't even me. It was my magical item that Will had gifted me here.
And as this happens, Amim, the effects of the confusion are lifted from you. You blink your eyes and you see the world clearly once again.
Do a jig in song.
And this is a 4-cost ring. Is that right?
4 points for you.
That's up to 20. Nice. I mean,
20 points worth, yes. You had 16 points
Yeah.
between a few rings. I don't know. I don't recall. Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I could certainly keep going. I did waste a big spell on Amim there. I thought, all right, I think at least one more then.
I'm a
Maybe,
little bit scratched up, but
maybe we
I can.
I agree,
Yeah, yeah,
Riley. Maybe
yeah.
we can run into another party and, negotiate with them.
Sounds like a good idea. I like it.
Um,
I lost a little bit of health, per se.
I believe they both look equally bad. I think they both took the exact same amount of damage.
Ugh.
me some cologne. I'll take it.
What did you say you were again, Rylith? It was impressive.
Notably, Rylith, as you are over this puddle of ooze, you notice there's a second puddle of ooze nearby. Makes you think perhaps there was another demon killed here. There is not.
Rylith, don't kick that ooze. That's gross.
Yeah, we used to have a friend that was made of ooze. He's a good guy.
Let's
Wizard's
find.
rings.
Yeah, let's find its murderer then. Rylith, you're a tracker, right?
Can I,
Right,
while
naturally.
he's doing that, can I look for any footprints in the out like in the vicinity of anyone who maybe went any other directions out of here?
I'll help
Absolutely.
Milo.
Both of you roll survival checks. Milo with advantage. 15, okay.
26 survival.
26. Milo, you do not find any footprints or anything of the sort in this immediate area. You're looking around this clearing here in the middle of the forest, and it has this sort of odd texture to it, as I mentioned, sort of fluffy. You examine it closer, and you realize that this clearing seems to be made out of candy. The ground here, some sort of marshmallow gelatin type. The rocks are sugar crystals. The trees are large cookies that raise from the ground. No tracks in this, unfortunately. It seems unnatural, for sure. Rylith, holding the ooze between your fingers, connecting with it on a spiritual level, you are also unable to turn up any tracks or trail of anything. You have no sense of where this might have gone.
Um, this stuff's like it's not like it doesn't have like blood on it, right? I mean,
There is blood on it, yes,
on
from
all
the
of like on
corpse.
everything.
No.
Is it? I mean, is edible?
You would certainly think so.
I'm gonna like break a piece of the rock off. What's that made of?
It's like a rock candy. Pink rock candy.
Hey guys, I think this stuff's made of sweets, and I'm just gonna like take a bite of it and like, yeah, I think it's sweets, and I'm gonna like take another bite.
This is some demon stuff, though. Don't eat the demon stuff.
What does it taste like?
It tastes almost inconceivably sweet.
It's
Just
really sweet.
pure sugar. Sweeter than sugar, even.
Is it good? Mine's really sweet. It's like a candy. It's like rock.
Yours is also incredibly sweet.
I want to go try some of this cookie rock as well, and I'm gonna trade some of the like rock candy like Try this one. What do you think? It's pretty weird. Come on, guys. It's really interesting.
We don't have time for this.
Absolutely. I do need both of you to roll me wisdom saving throws.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, you know,
There's
candy is
not very
candy,
much
right?
of that.
Candy, free candy is free candy. 16. Wait. Whoa. Way higher than that. 19. Fine,
One
guys.
second.
It's good. It's free candy. Demon or no, it's candy.
Go ahead and roll me 1d100, Milo.
All right. Bit of sweets never killed anyone, right?
Not until now.
A D100. All right. That is a 33. All this killing and stuff, I think you guys would want a snack. You know, take the edge off a bit. I eat some more cookie.
I'm with Apoy. I'm just sitting there shaking my head. I pull out some of Mama's pound cake and have a bite of that. Nothing like Mama's pound cake.
I'll grab a bite of that as well.
Oh yeah, I'll offer it.
I really want to meet your mother.
She's an extraordinary woman.
Milo, you begin having this urge to speak. You need to get your thoughts out. Your brain is moving so fast. You
Great.
have this overwhelming need to talk, to get everything on your mind out.
All right. Well, I mean, in that case, I think that the pound cake, the cookies, the sweets, I think tonight's a win. All around, we got all these rings. Things are looking up. We killed some demons. He killed the Doom. I mean, we all kind of killed the Doom, which I'm still, frankly, a bit kind of like concerned about. Is she going to come back to life? Or is that like, are we going to be in trouble for killing someone? I didn't really
as this
sign
is
up
happening,
to.
You hear, the rest of you hear you cannot understand a word he's saying. It is just blabbering nonsense.
God, he's insane. That's why you don't eat random cookies from places.
Can I understand what they're saying?
You can understand them. They cannot understand you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's great. I'm gonna be like
You
breaking
cannot
off
stop
pieces of
talking.
cookies into my bag and like putting more, like kind of taking more. Like things are great. I don't... Hey, whoa! Come on now. It's a bit extreme. I mean, I know we're kind of like fighting everyone tonight, but yeah. I'm gonna keep talking. Just
Yeah, you feel a need to.
I'm gonna cast a message and mentally communicate with him and say, "Hey Milo, I can't understand a fucking word you're saying, so maybe just reply to this message with some coherent sentences, or we're gonna have to assume that you're possessed by a demon."
I'm gonna like. All right. I'm gonna turn over and look at Apoy. All right, come on. And what are you talking about? I haven't changed anything. I'm speaking basic common. Can I try other languages like Goblinoid and?
Absolutely. Are you responding mentally to his message?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
Okay.
I think I'll just be thinking as I'm speaking. Also, like
Those thoughts, those 25 words or whatever, ring very clear through to you, boy.
That's great news. I messaged him, and he seems to be able to respond at least mentally. It's something with his actual speaking that's an issue. I don't have time for this. Shouldn't we be on to the next demon?
He's having a stroke. He's having a stroke.
God.
No, he ate.
I look like I'm
Milo,
trying to agree with you guys. Like, I don't know what you guys are on about, but like, I'm fine. You guys are the being weird. And yeah, my
I
body
should
language.
also
You can
note,
probably read that. Like,
you currently are unable to cast any spells that have verbal components.
have what?
Verbal
Oh shit.
components.
Okay. Oh man, that's rough. Okay. Do I just continue talking though? Like I still have that urge.
You have this overwhelming, insatiable urge to
Yep.
talk.
I'll spare you guys of me actually talking, but I am continuing to just express myself adamantly. Like I even like gesture to the rings and like hold them up, and then like the corpse on the ground, and then like a cookie, and I like put a little more cookie in my mouth. I'm like,
Stop
just like
eating it. No, no.
oh yeah, I need to put this in my inventory. I definitely took some cookie. Demon cookie.
Mhm.
If you're taking some, go ahead and write down some spree demon sweets.
In 6 months, we're gonna be like, yeah, I feed this thing a cookie. I have one in my inventory. I don't know where it's from, really.
Oh,
And
it's
Will's gonna
from
be
a
like,
spree
"What in
demon.
the fuck are you talking about?"
There's like 100% chance that you're totally right that that's gonna happen, Logan.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it.
Like it's gonna happen.
Also, write down, in case I forget, write down DC 20 next to it.
EC 20. Okay.
At least then we'll have some sort of rule.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna keep rambling alongside you guys and just follow your lead, basically.
Rylith, find us another demon.
Okay. You step out of this clearing made of sweets and begin to look for the markers that you left on the trail to make sure you were able to find your way out. Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Can I help him?
Absolutely, roll with advantage. You try and you try. It seems you must have forgotten a marker or something. It's weird. You definitely remember putting a marker down, but you're looking around and you cannot, for the life of you, find where it was. You walk in a circle.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Can I look for it? Are these markers that something we all knew that he was placing? Like, could I look for it?
Sure.
Even though I'm like rambling. Natural one.
Now.
That seems apropos.
Perfect.
You're too busy talking. As you look behind you, to sort of retrace your steps, use the direction of this clearing to work your way backwards. You look behind you, and all you see is overgrowth. It seems that the path that you'd followed in your way here has shifted or something. You are lost.
Good.
That's not normal.
Rylith, do you know if we get to the edge of this wood, will there be your kind there to mark the exit? Exactly. Let's get to the edge.
Okay, roll a survival check for me.
Oh,
Sure. You walk, and you walk. The moon never seems to change position.
oh no.
You pick up on that because you rolled so well. You don't feel like you're making progress in your endeavor, but you have no idea where you are.
I mean, do I notice the same thing, or
Sure.
I didn't need any of the bullshit? That is not good. Will, can you remind me? Do we need to exit to claim our winnings, or is it just
You
like,
do.
oh fucking hell?
Yeah. It is not. Your hand is a little scratched as you do. You can like push your way through it for sure. It's not like impassable by any means. It just obscures your vision a bit, and you don't see the clearing should be there beyond it.
Are there any like very, very tall trees nearby? Sorry, Carrick.
There may be. It's hard to tell because you're below the tree line. It's pretty thick forest. If you were to
I
get
definitely
higher,
want to try
perhaps.
to. Yeah, I want to try to find a high point. See if I can just.
I'd say you'd still have to like climb a
Yeah,
bit to
I'll
be
use
able to
his
see
shoulders
beyond.
and jump to like any tall tree nearby if I can.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll an athletics check with advantage.
All right. God, thank God it was with advantage. Yeah, I'm fine with that. 16.
16.
And I'm still saying stuff in gibberish.
Yeah, talking the whole time. You jump and leap and grab onto a branch, pull yourself up, and begin to climb the tree. You're well versed in tree climbing. You lived in a tree, so it is easy
Yeah.
for you to sort of feel out these branches and eventually pop your head above the canopy and look around. All you see is forest in every direction, as far as you can look. Nothing sticks out to you, except one single tree towering above the rest. Looks to be behind you, behind the direction you're currently traveling. And it seems to be like significantly bigger than the other ones.
All right. Yeah, I just kind of like look down from the tree and I'm like, oh, Glimmin' O'Fraybon, Trayston. Like point in the
Fuck, I
direction of
message him.
like.
I'll be like, "What the hell did you see?"
There's one large tree behind us. It's the only one that's like distinct.
I'll message him again. How large or how far away exactly?
How far away does it seem?
Looking at it, maybe half a mile.
Holy shit!
Half a mile.
That's
We
not
could
close.
we could
How
get there. We could get there pretty quick.
how far do I feel like we've traveled into the forest at this point?
You knew that you were beyond like 2.5 miles. It's a 5 foot radius forest, right?
5 mile
So you had
radius.
like, yeah, diameter.
5 mile diameter. Okay.
Yes. You had traveled more than half of that to get in.
See. All right, bet.
Slide down the tree and just try to kind of like tell them like
I'll translate it to common. Like he
Yeah,
seems to have seen a very large tree that's interested in him. He didn't say why, but apparently it's about a mile away or half mile. I don't remember what he said. Well, what worries me most now is escaping. We need to get out of here at some point. I feel we're caught in some trap of a demon.
You estimate you probably have about 45 minutes left.
Oh shit! That is not a lot of time. Yeah, I am very afraid of escaping at this point. It seems we're not able to escape even if we walk in a solitary direction for a long period of time. There must be some magical essence to it.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna be
pull
like,
I'm gonna pull a homemade beer out of my pack. Open it up. Start drinking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Which way is Big Tree? That way?
I'm gonna
I'll
start heading that way and be like,
I'll start walking
Rimino!
over where the tree was, kind of drinking my beer.
Yeah, I'm following as well. I'm also
Please.
actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Am I gonna do this? All right. I'm gonna look down to Krusty and be like, "Love you, Krusty. I need to stay here in this exact spot." I kiss it and put him down.
Aw.
Aye, aye, Captain. I do my best when I don't move.
God damn it! No, I don't want to leave him.
Amazing. I do my
I
best when I don't move.
I leave Krusty. Whenever I'm with like out beyond 100 feet away from him, I can no longer speak to him telepathically, and I just want to make sure that we're not coming back to this area, like a 100-foot radius from this area, because
Absolutely.
Smart. That's cool.
Krusty.
Okay, so you guys are heading in the direction of this giant tree.
Yep.
Okay. You walk. You walk. You walk. You walk. You don't feel this connection with Krusty reappear as you continue walking. After about 7 minutes of travel, maybe 8, you hear the sound of footsteps from up ahead. Fast-paced footsteps, seemingly running in your direction.
I want to hide.
Yeah.
Hiding.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on everybody as soon as I hear that. I'll be like,
Does that spell have verbal components?
oh shit, does it? It does.
Go ahead and everyone roll a stealth check if you would like to hide. Milo, if you want to hide, do it with disadvantage. So you
Okay.
are blabbering.
Yeah.
Jesus. 14.
My god, this is not good, guys. Not good. 8.
Okay.
18.
Some of you blend in quite well. Draping a cover of leaves over you to give yourself sort of natural camouflage, blending in with a nearby tree, perhaps. Some of you do not hide so well. Some of you are speaking quite loudly
Yeah.
and uncontrollably. As these footsteps approach, you see from behind these trees up ahead, a single halfling figure emerges. Hair disheveled, holding his shoulder with one hand where it appears he's bleeding from some sort of wound. He holds nothing in his hands, like he has no items in his hands. I just said he's holding something in his hand. He's holding his shoulder, no weapons of any kind. You can see a breastplate upon him that seemingly is scratched, half of it ripped off. It seems he's seen some combat, and takes no notice of you guys, as he seems to be solitarily focused on continuing forward. As he does pass, though, you can hear he's whispering something. If any of you want to try and make out what it is, go ahead and roll a perception check.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Sure.
That's true.
22.
6.
10.
16.
Amim and Milo, you are able to make out as he passes the closest to him, as he makes his course through. You hear him whisper over and over this one phrase. He lies beneath the trees, and beneath the trees he lies. He lies beneath the trees, and beneath the trees he lies. The leaves, the lies. The leaves lies. Beneath the trees he leaves, he lies.
Do I see any rings on this guy?
Roll a perception check as you eye him.
Natural 20.
Oh.
It does appear that he has a single iron ring hanging, like, from the back of his belt as he walks, but he seems like it's not his focus at all. He seems focused on one thing, and it is walking and running in this direction.
I'll use my telekinesis to try and lift it off him.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
9.
Controlling it, you try and lift it off without hooking his belt, and as you do, you give him a slight tug backwards, and he stumbles back, afraid. Beneath the trees he lies, the lies, beneath the trees he lies. Beneath the trees, hello? Ron. He lies beneath the trees he lies. And he begins to continue backing up.
I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try and take it again.
Are you trying to be stealthy in it?
Yeah, I guess.
Roll another sleight of hand check.
15.
You are managed just finagle it just so that it rises off his belt. He doesn't seem to notice as it flies off.
All right.
Is
it just worth 1, or can I tell by looking at it?
Looking at it, it seems to be worth half a point.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. I like toss it over to Rylith.
He continues to run, unless anyone.
Is the path that he's on like towards the tree, or is it perpendicular to where we're going?
It's not really a path. You're all sort of making your own path right now. But he is running in the opposite direction of you guys.
Mm.
Is
Do we
Milo
recognize him as a
poison?
Perhaps. Hard to say.
Do we
That's a good
recognize
point.
this as one of the other contestants in this event?
Roll a general intelligence check to remember.
Ooh,
You only
pretty
briefly saw
smart.
members of the other teams.
22.
You have a pretty good memory. This does look like a member of one of the other teams. You couldn't put a name to the face
Sure.
necessarily, but you saw him.
Well, that at least is a good sign to some degree. It looks like their team's not doing well, which is good. I mean, I think I'll pat Milo on the back and message him and say, "All right, man, we don't have all day. Let's get to that tree."
Yeah, I'll press forward.
Okay. Pressing forward, it's about another 7-8 minutes before you come once again to a clearing where the trees seem to break off. Nothing grows here. The ground is barren and dirt. You can see gnarled roots rising above the surface, and at the very center of this clearing is an enormous tree that seems to skyrocket above the surrounding foliage. It's long. It is not a willow tree, but its branches drape in such a similar way, where they're all sort of drooping down, and covering the majority of the spine. But at the bottom of the trunk, you were able to verify that this is the largest tree that you were attempting to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll hurdle up there. Are there any
You're gonna
like
throw
openings or anything? It's like,
are you examining the tree more closely?
I suppose, yeah, I could do that from either where he hurdles me up, or I just want to know how big specifically is the tree. Like, could someone get inside of it, or is it?
Yeah. It's definitely big enough that if there were some sort of hollow portion to it, it would easily fit 1 or 2 people for sure. It is probably about 50 feet high. Thick trunk. Just looking at the base here, getting this information.
If there's nothing that stands out, I just want to climb as high as I can.
Sure. Roll a perception or a nature check as you look at the tree. See if
Okay.
anything sticks out here.
Shit. 8.
I mean, yeah, it's bigger than your tree.
Yeah.
But nothing seems to be too special about it.
What about looking out at the horizon? Like if I can get to a higher vantage point or like the highest point in the tree, how far can I see? And can I see the exit, like the nearest exit for the woods? Like we need to get out of here and wrap this up.
You are climbing the tree.
Yeah, either. Yep.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check. You can have advantage if Rylith is helping you once again.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. Again, adept at climbing these branches, you manage to pull yourself up and make your way towards a midsection of this tree, which still is plenty far to be above the tree line here. The branches here are extremely strong and thick. Looking out, you do see, it seems like you are at the very center of this forest. You can see a line of torches and fires all surrounding the edge of the forest from where you are. It seems to be a similar distance in every direction.
Can I estimate the mileage?
Like 2.5 miles.
So I probably brought us in the wrong direction, away from. Yeah.
Well, at least we know where the hell we are now.
And is there any way I can determine like what the quickest path out might be, where there's like the least amount of trees in the way, or like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like,
Roll a survival check.
all right. That will be 22.
Yeah, you can sort of see gaps in between the trees that seem like it may make for easier traveling for you, in a southern direction from where you are.
Okay.
We're gonna have to really hump it to get 2.5 miles in 45 minutes.
Less than 45. More
Yeah,
like
Because we spent.
More like
more like
30.
half an hour at this point.
we're gonna be jogging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to get moving.
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
I go down the tree
problem
as
is
quick as I
la-
can.
Problem is, last time we tried to do that, we went the fucking wrong way.
Yeah.
Milo, as you turn to make your way around, light breeze seems to rustle the leaves around you, and these leaves, these branches that have all draped downward, seems to be sort of carried by the breeze a little bit. You are encapsulated in them for a second. You find yourself on the inner canopy of this tree. It is dark in here, and as the breeze takes you, a sliver of light from the moon shimmers through. You are able to make out a large face in the trunk, mouth open, eyes looking directly at you. Well, hello there. Another visitor for me.
Mm-hmm. Howdy.
Lynn Tolman,
What?
can I speak to him? Like, does he understand me?
He does not seem to understand what you're saying.
Shit. What if I speak like druidic?
As you try, you still
Okay.
produce gibberish.
Yeah.
No matter then. If not, friend, then food. As its
I
mouth
pull out
opens up.
the.
All right, can any
I'm gonna pull out
other
the
of us
plum
hear
core.
this?
You do not hear the voice of this creature, but you do hear Milo
Like having a
saying
back and
something.
forth conversation. Yeah. I'm gonna pull out the plum core and like kind of offer it to the tree. The same
What
plum
is
core that.
this?
Yeah.
This, the gift you bring me. Do you think this will buy your life? You are wrong.
Does he not seem happy?
Roll an insight check. It's hard to
Okay.
tell.
Yeah, it is a tree after
He's a
all.
tree.
Okay. Insight is what kind of skill? That's a dirty 20.
It's hard to tell because it's a tree. Does not seem upset necessarily. It does seem does not seem angry at you. It does seem upset. and
I'm
it
gonna try
has
to
threatened
impress
to
it.
eat you.
Oh, okay. I'm like, kind of like, whoa, 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 like with my body language, and I'll like put the plum core away and be like, just hold on, and I'm gonna pull out the crystal ball and be like, huh? And like that, and I'm gonna just like give him the crystal ball.
As you hold it out to him. I have no use for treasures. Tonight has been a fine night for feasting,
Mm.
and you may prove the perfect last morsel.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying
Come.
this to me. Okay.
Join me. And he opens his mouth.
What does it look like in his mouth?
Excellent question. It is, he's got these long branches, little leaves and twigs grow on them that make up like sharp teeth. But he brings the mouth down further below your branch, and this wooden tongue sticks out and extends, making sort of a pathway that leads in. Beyond that, it is just in a normally pitch black void.
This is, I don't know how to ask this question, but like, is there any part of me that would think that this was like a positive thing, like a creature of the woods that's like, you know, a legendary good thing, or is this just trying to eat me, basically? Like, I just want to make sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Sure, roll a history or a religion check.
All right, 17 for history.
Nope, you've never heard of any giant good tree creatures.
I'm just gonna like be like, well, put the crystal ball away and be like, probably not today, and I'm gonna misty step away and back down to like the surface of the surface, I guess, away
Sure.
from this. I don't want to
As
be
you
in his
take
mouth. Yeah.
like a step back as he opens its mouth, it comes and tries to encapsulate you in one swift motion, but you manage to misty step away just in time and land down on the surface here.
In gibberish, I'm just gonna like try to gesture like we need to go right now, and we're going south, and like, and I'm gonna like just run like that direction, like go 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 go.
Roots begin to rise from the ground as the leaves part on this tree, and you all see this giant face staring down at you. Now you are all able to hear. Well, more travelers.
Oh my
Have you
god.
come to threaten me too? That would be a mistake. Come, join me. We can grow strong together.
We good. And I'm just gonna turn around to run with Milo.
It was not a question. As you turn to run, the roots raise out of the ground and try and trip you in your path. You are able to escape, but it seems like he is actively preventing you. They're actively trying to prevent you from doing so.
Will Milo continue to run? Because I'm
If
right behind him if he
if
does.
we can, yeah, if we can find a path out, and it looks like everyone's making it out, then I want to get away from this creature and keep moving out of the woods in the that path I had kind of determined a second ago.
Absolutely. Does everyone run?
You're damn right.
Okay. Sprinting out, the last thing you hear booming as you run out of this clearing and voice fades. Run if you want. All paths in this wood lead back to me.
Oh, that's not good.
You continue running?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Milo, I need you to roll me a survival check.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Can't get much worse. I mean, it can, but okay. Yeah, it's gonna be like a 9 total.
Okay. You start running. Almost immediately, you lose the path. You lose all sense of direction. You have no idea which way is north, south, whatever way you were going. the ground underneath you seems to almost shift. The world spins. It throws you off.
I'm gonna express this as best I can to my team. Like, I thought it was this way, but I think it was that way. But then we just went that way, and I don't even know which way the tree is. But at this point, like, I don't know where we're at, guys. I don't know where we're at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the plum core out and the crystal ball and be like, and I tried to give him this thing, and he didn't want either of them. Now he's chasing us.
Can we still see the giant tree?
At this point, I would say it would be just beyond your vision. You managed to travel a little way thinking you were going the right direction before you became lost once more.
If I like sit down and just think for a second and like really focus, you know what? Can I cast guidance upon myself? Is that a thing?
Does include
Fuck, it has,
verbal
fucking
components.
it does. And also Misty stepped it earlier, and I didn't realize that until, so I
Okay.
apologize.
That's fine. We'll let that one go for now.
I got lucky. Yeah.
Is it
Somehow
pretty
that worked.
clear that there's something wrong with him?
It's extremely clear.
I'm
Yeah.
like very frustrated, like, cause I'm trying to talk to you guys and like I know that I can't, and I'm just like,
I'll message you again. And be like, hey,
Yeah.
do you have something to say?
we should be heading south. We need to find south. That's the clearest path out.
Okay. Milo seems to think we should try and head south, but I think I am not alone when I say I have no idea where that is.
And that this tree might be like keeping us here magically.
Yeah, the tree seems to be magically keeping us here. We gotta kill this tree. There's no ifs,
Yeah,
ands, or buts
kill.
about it. Yep. Let's go find the tree.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I'm gonna walk up to Milo and pat him on the shoulder and cast Lesser Restoration. See if that fixes his problem.
Okay, I'll allow it. As you do this, Milo, your head sort of clears, and this urge to speak seems to fall away from you. We're able to have control over your vocality once more.
I like look up at Fedor for a second and I go, all right? Like a question.
Ah, much better. Jesus,
Listen.
I couldn't listen to you gibberish
Hey.
much longer.
We don't have very much time. We need to get to this tree, kill it, and get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's do it. I agree.
I'm gonna get the fiend darts ready.
Milo probably looks a little exhausted just from like having talked for so long. Like he's like, oh my god. Yeah.
All right, let's get the fucker then.
Yeah.
Amen.
We hit it with a sneak attack, like not a rogue sneak attack, a surprise attack.
I have a feeling it knows exactly where we are.
Good point.
All right. So you are trying to actively go back towards this tree?
Yeah.
Okay. Walking in that direction, concentrating on the clearing, you do find this seems to be the one thing you are easily able to locate. As you step back, the tree once again seems completely dormant. The roots that have raised themselves out of the ground have sunk below once more. The scene is identical as when you first got there.
When we were fleeing from the tree, was it clear that its body was the whole trunk of the tree? So if I
Seemingly.
were to throw a dart at the bark of this tree, would it be a waste? Just based on how I saw the creature.
Yeah, seemingly the creature is this entire tree.
Okay.
Just to clarify, we didn't have any information on any demons that looked like this, like a giant tree, right?
I don't know what
I don't think we
information.
did. But...
I don't remember seeing one on the list at all.
Okay, great. Well, let's fucking kill it.
Before we attack it, I wanna speak to it in Druidic and see if I can just reason with it. Maybe it can help us.
Surprise attack. Get a
All right, we
surprise
don't have
Will
all
you
day though.
Can you guys surprise attack it? Well, I think
Probably
I want to
not.
talk to you. Like, I'd be pretty opposed to burning a giant tree down, especially if it's not a demon.
It's
but-
gonna be a demon, but yeah, go ahead.
In Druidic, I just want to say, like, oh great tree, we mean you no trespass. We simply wish to leave this forest and rid it of its demons. That's all I want to say. And if it seems like, yeah.
Sure. As you shout out these words in Druidic towards it, there is absolutely no response. Nothing moves, nothing responds.
Might have saved us a dart.
I'm gonna hang back, about 100 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna try to find its face and talk to it. If it attacks me, or if I yell out, just kill it, chop it down, burn it down. I'm gonna try to climb up and find its face if I can, wherever it
Roll
was.
an
I'm gonna
athletics check for me.
I'm gonna hold an action. I'm gonna get as close to the base as I can with both darts in hand. And as soon as it tries to, as soon as I get the signal from Milo.
Absolutely.
11.
It seems harder to climb than it did the first time. You can't quite explain it. But some of the branches were in convenient spots before. That matched exactly your body height. And now it seems like they are just ever so slightly further apart. You could barely reach between them. As you pull yourself up to where the face of this creature had appeared, you see just bare trunk.
Guys, you're gonna be really mad, but I think it's a regular tree now. There's no face on it.
The leaves lie.
What does that mean?
Blow the wind.
All right, what the fuck do we do then? All right, go. Start.
I'll cast Druidcraft on it.
Drew, what are you trying to accomplish with the
I don't
druid
know.
craft?
Basically, it says you instantly make a flower bloom, a seed open, or a leaf bloom. You create an instantaneous harmless effect like a puff of wind. Any one of those things. I might cycle through different trying to just get this thing to react.
Yeah, most of those things work. When you try and create like to cause like a twig to bloom a leaf, that does not seem to have any effect on this whatsoever. But like puffs of wind, everything else does. You don't seem to be able to grow the tree specifically, but you are able to create sensory effects around the tree. As you punch the tree down on the bottom, it splinters in spots. This is hard wood, but you manage to sort of punch a little bit into it. It seems to just be normal wood.
I am going to take my broken fan axe and cut a little blood, like cut myself a little bit, and
Okay.
try to drip it on the tree to see if that wakes him up.
Seemingly nothing.
I wonder if something else is jacking with all of our minds. There is no
So
special thing about the tree.
Milo, you see path up there?
All right, let me take a look. I'm gonna try to find that same path, like out, like.
Looking out, yes, you do see the other path, and it seems like there is perhaps some other group, some sort of light moving on that very path that you tracked out towards the edge of the forest.
All right, guys, I can definitely see it. It's that way. Look where I'm pointing. I'm gonna like point, and hopefully they can see it. There's a light over there. Somebody's moving. Out. We could follow him out, I think.
The darts away. Save him for another day. We move.
I'll come back down the tree as quick as I can, and if we can just get bolted out of here, then your guys' guess is as good as mine. I hope I'm not misleading us.
You're all running down this path.
All I'm saying is the only place we could get back to was this. We literally couldn't escape, and then the instant we tried to get back here, we did. Which makes me feel like we're not going to escape this place.
Yeah. Well, what can we? What was that guy saying in the woods that ran by? Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows how we can get out.
It lives under tree. It leave lie.
What does that mean, though?
Tree. Leaf. Me run. Go
Oh,
in
for
direction.
fuck's sake! What are you trying to say?
That's it. You just say it live under tree, leaf lie.
Yeah.
That's what you say to me in Draconic.
Oh, in Draconic, I say, well, I can't really remember the full semantic of the poem that he was reciting or whatever it was, but it seemed that he was going mad from his witness of the tree, and he was recanting that the leaves lie and the lie of the leaves, and that the wind blew, and something about how it lived under the tree. Perhaps it has migrated to a different tree. I'm not entirely certain.
Oh, it is refreshing to talk to you in Draconic. Do you know how stupid you sound in Common?
I thought my common was quite well. I apologize.
Okay.
I'll turn to the rest of the party. Me run.
Yeah, guess that sounds
Yep.
all right.
Okay. As you begin to sprint in this direction, go ahead and roll me a navigation survival check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on. How many people does that go on? Oh, one willing creature. I'm gonna do it to myself.
What is it? Survival?
How does this work?
Survival.
That's a whopping 8 for. Yeah. Or no, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
a
That's 11.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Sorry, I only needed it for Milo, but if you rolled a natural 20, as you are in the lead here, Amen, having begun this running, you just instinctively sense the direction that you're trying to go. And you manage to find this clearing, this path that seems to wind its way through.
This is
Um,
it. You did it.
You guys appear to be on your way out of the forest. Is there anything that you wish to do at all, or are you just running towards the exit?
Get
we
me
see
the
the
fuck
exit?
out of
Yeah.
here.
How much time do we have? Do we need to like?
You guys don't have like watches, but you're judging maybe 20 minutes.
Let me
Do we
set
need
up
to,
a
like,
sundial, you know?
Haste. What if we hasted the person with the rings to get them out? Would that be
I
Well, I mean,
don't.
well,
I
feasible?
don't have a haste anymore.
Gotcha.
Question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we see the exit right now, Will?
No, it's still a good like mile and a half away.
Yeah, we need to be careful we don't get
Oh.
lost, though, is the problem. Yeah. Okay. Shit.
You should definitely split the party in the middle of this demon-infested forest.
Don't
Yeah.
love that idea. Yeah.
Please do it.
Let's just run.
Yeah, let's leave. I agree. We're just gonna get out of here.
Really gonna ride this natural 20 out for as long as I can.
You're damn
Absolutely.
right.
Everyone roll me athletics checks, please.
Ah, crap.
Boy. 10.
23.
17.
Dude, you're not gonna believe it, bro.
No.
My natural 20 was followed up
No.
by a second natural 20.
Let's
All right,
go.
That
Amen.
shit's insane. That's that.
Who says D&D can't be dramatic?
Are these weighted dice?
Ryla? Athletics check. Okay. Overall, successes from everyone. Apoy, you do sort of lag towards the rear of this group. They are all faster than you, but you're used to that. Your weapon is your mind, not your body. You all begin to hear chanting. A darkness falls as the mistress calls. As seemingly it's the voices of the Veskins surrounding. You see light flickering from between the trees. You know you're making it. The crowd cheering, going wild. There is some sort of loud announcement as you continue forward. And then all at once, over the chanting of the Veskins even, you hear the crowd shout, 10, 9,
Oh
Come
my
on.
god.
8, 7, sprinting, 6, 5, 4,
I'm gonna like
and from the forests, our final group has rejoined us. You burst through the edge of this crowd
Jesus.
here, just in the nick of time. Crowd goes wild as they see you exit. The huge fires that are used to light up the stands that have been constructed around the edge, flaring up in your arrival. Kibar, the short little man who has been helping you thus far in the trials, comes over to you. Welcome back, welcome back. Congratulations, you've survived. That's a great accomplishment, no matter what else. May I see any rings you may have collected during this journey? Oh, wow. Wow. You've done quite well for yourselves. Let me just... What fiends did you slay? No problem. Just, can you tell me what beasts you felled?
Spree demon. An Alnar demon. I believe a couple of wind demons at one point. The rest we claimed from other parties.
Just wait here for 1 second. Maybe YouTube, yes. And he sort of waves his hand, and 2 Veskin monks come over and sort of stand with your party as he walks over to go talk to Malo von Esquik, the man who was doing the announcements here.
Hope we're not in trouble.
Engage in a
oh crap. That's all I gotta say.
Well, listen, they attacked us, right? I mean,
That's right.
they waiting for us in the bushes.
And then
We get
correct.
Yeah. It's literally exactly what happened.
big prize.
Malo and Kibar return to this group. Malo being this tiefling man with large horns that curve around his head, wearing this patchwork coat. Hello, Rad Maptors.
What's up?
This Alnar that you slew, can you describe the beast? Do you have any proof of its demise?
Well said. It was a giant snake.
Snake, that is consistent with reports so far.
Killed a lot of mad raptors.
Let's focus on the demon.
Killed them.
It's at this point that another Veskin monk runs up and whispers something into Malo's ear. Turns to you. My apologies. My apologies. Congratulations on your prizes. It seems another one of the teams has made some counterfeit rings. Tried to cheat the system. But
That's pretty
we, with a
clever.
little bit, with the help of our functionary friends, were able to reveal that those were not, in fact, real rings, that they were illusory, and they will be disqualified. But thank you for your honesty in this. We will be announcing results shortly. Please feel free to help yourself to the victor's table over there. Any motions? Cheaters never win, and winners never cheat. With that, he walks away.
I scoff at this.
Good idea. I'm gonna go sit down at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a huge spread of just about every food you could imagine here.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna sit down and start stuffing my face.
Same.
It's delicious.
I don't need a bite until I know we won.
All right. After about 15 minutes, Malo takes the stage of this constructed, not arena, but constructed area. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our results. Now, we did have some dishonest play in this competition. We frown upon that. We have had to deal harshly with the parties involved, but that should not by any means taint the accomplishments of our top two contenders. It was a great year for this. Some of the highest scores in recent memory. But without any further ado, I am incredibly proud to announce our top two contestants, who will be continuing on to the final round of the Heroes Holding.
Get ready, guys. This is
Crowd
it.
goes wild.
I'm like eating at the same time. Like,
In second place for this competition, with 20 points. Give it up for the Rad Maptors.
It
No
should
way.
be 20 and a half.
20,
No way.
20 and a half points.
somebody beat
The
us?
Rad Maptors. Woo-hoo. The crowd goes wild.
Who the hell beat us?
And
It's not good enough.
their competition, the
Dude, they killed the tree guy.
and their competition in the next phase with the highest score in recent memory. 24 points. This group slew a Berstook. A devilishly difficult feat. Give it up for Dazed Vindica. Crowd goes wild.
Can we get an eye on these people? Like, who are these people? Do we see them?
Absolutely. They sort of stand up and wave to the crowd, clearly loving the group. You see an elven man, two elven men, in fact, a halfling in full plate armor with a lute strapped across his back, a scarred man, he's got scars running all over his body, and piercing blue eyes, shock white hair, seemingly human. Sorry, I have to read through this. A man with black, greasy hair leaning on a staff wearing red robes, and finally a golden dragonborn in red and gold armor with a huge sword at his side.
Ah. You sure those weren't the cheaters?
Dang, guys, they look pretty tough.
They do.
Shouldn't be a problem for us.
In just 2 days. In just 4 days. 3 now that we've reached the dawn. These two groups will face off in fierce combat for your amusement and for the glorification of the realm. Until then, be merry, enjoy the city, explore the festival. Please, from all of us at the Veskin Order, have a great night. And there's a fireworks that go off in the sky. Crowd goes wild.
Ugh.
As he's pulling me, I'm gonna like grab some more food off the table and like tuck it under my arm as we go over there.
When we go over there, I ain't gonna be friendly. Before we kill him.
Yeah, they probably just like us.
Except dumber.
Dazed Vindica. Don't know what that is. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay, making your way over to this section of the table where they are feasting and engaging in merriment with themselves. They don't seem to pay you any attention as you approach. They seem to be absorbed in their feast. One of the elven figures stands up. Pleasure to meet you as well. My name is Yendorn Inhalar. I look forward to engaging you in combat. You've been at the top of the competition 2 rounds in a row. Please, introduce yourselves.
I say in Elvish, we'll be the victors at the end of this competition. That's what you need to know.
Immediately after that, I will go, me Amim.
Bit of friendly competition, yes. I'm impressed at how well you speak the Elvish tongue. And you, Amim, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Is the winner revived? Do we know? Or I mean, the loser rather.
Of the battle?
Yeah.
Unsure. I've never actually been to one of these before. We're all sort of new at this.
Well, I look forward to killing you then.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. You would know it's a non-lethal fight. Of
Can
course
I
not.
can I use murderous spells?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Perfect.
Don't go full force.
Non-lethal lightning bolt.
Tell us, friends. Tell us of your adventure in the forest. What beasts did you slay? Well, we killed a
No.
Barsook. Difficult. Shifty. Shifty. That's my least favorite part of this competition, I must say. We also were ambushed by a team. We had to defeat them, and non-lethally, of course. We would never want to cause harm to our competitors, but we did leave them stranded without their equipment.
I'm gonna be like taking food from their
Tomato,
table and putting some of
tomato.
our food, and like I just keep getting distracted. And when I hear that they killed, like defeated them non-lethally, I like pause for like a solid second. You guys seem pretty cool compared to the Dooms team. I mean, you seem pretty nice. I'm like stuffing my face.
Well, we're a group of political idealists.
Ugh. Ugh.
You can say that again, oh boy.
What did you call yourselves?
Our team name is Dazed Vindica.
No, the thing that you just called yourselves a second ago.
Elvish, actually.
Political idealists.
Yeah, I think
They're
Fedor can probably
revolutionaries.
heal that. He's good at healing diseases and stuff.
Well said, Milo. Perhaps we
Not-
can heal it more directly tomorrow in the combat.
We shall see. We shall see. What has driven your team to engage in this competition?
Money.
We enjoy violence.
That too.
Oh, wow. All right.
We
Different strokes for different folks, I suppose.
God.
Sure.
Trust me, we would never have picked Rylith as our member if it wasn't forced upon us. We actually have a good friend, but he couldn't make it.
One friend, you have a good friend?
Another good friend besides these folk, yes.
Oh, I was worried for you. That must be sad and lonely to have only one other friend, but I'm glad
Aye.
I did that.
Oh,
I'm gonna look
listen
at
to
it.
the elf. He finds himself clever.
I'm gonna look
Well-
at Apoy and be like, "Thanks,
It
Apoy.
is-
You're a good friend too."
It's been a pleasure to meet you all. I look forward to sharing the arena with you, but I think our team is going to celebrate our victories now.
Good,
Uh-huh.
good. Enjoy
Yep.
it.
Thanks a lot.
Enjoy it while you
Have
can.
a good day. Eat a dick.
I'm gonna grab Rylith and pull him away from this guy. Fuck that guy. We're killing him and his whole team. Was it a lady?
He was a man.
Good insult. I like high five Rylith without
I'll
even
be sure.
responding in any way.
Yendorn Inhalar. I'll send it.
Yeah.
sounds like a pretty strong.
He looks
male
like a
name.
woman. Let's kill him.
I'm gonna say to the halfling in halfling, like, "Pleasure to meet you. Good luck tomorrow, but not great luck."
I
You
hope-
as well,
oh,
my
God,
friend.
I want them all to die so much.
These people have been
I'm
nothing but nice
madder
to
at
you.
these guys than I was at the demons trying to kill us. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, true. It's like just their nature.
Seemingly has disappeared.
Can I help you, Rylith? I'm sorry, I didn't mean that we wouldn't want you on our team. It's just that, well, I don't like you very much. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to like follow him, like mirror it. Just
Man, don't gratify him.
but it's kind of entertaining.
Kibar approaches your group once more at this point. Congratulations all on entrance into the final round. This is so exciting, not only for you, but also for me, because I've sort of been your guide through all of this. I feel like it's victory for all of us, you know?
Absolutely. If it wasn't for you, I don't know where we'd be.
Well, I'm just glad to be a part of the team. Um, I just came to check if you all have any dietary restrictions, any allergies like that. We're having the day off tomorrow. After that is the Champions Feast, and we need to get ready for some menu planning on that. So just wanted to put that in.
I know
Me-
Milo likes to eat some fucking crazy ass grown unholy plant food. So try to incorporate some cookies from demons. I love
Oh.
that.
Meat.
Meat? I will make sure there is meat for sure. But nothing anyone is deathly allergic to, nothing. You're not gonna die if
Me,
you eat like a peanut or something.
me, like, well, rounded,
Okay.
mm,
Yes, I
vegetable,
sure.
fruit,
Hit all of the food groups.
meat, and juice.
Oh,
Juice.
juice. I do like juice. Yeah.
I will make sure there is some juice for you. Absolutely.
Do you guys have any of those big purple potatoes that are like really good and very sweet?
I am
That'd
sure
be
we can
good.
track them down.
Yeah, I'll take some of them.
Wonderful, wonderful. Anything else? This has been very helpful.
Um. Yeah. Actually, can you give us some more details on the event?
The final round, the
Yes.
last challenge. No, not yet. Trust me,
Thanks.
more in time. But for now, you guys go and you celebrate.
We
Live it up.
could try to complete that one quest that we were on. Find some ladies.
Sounds great.
Yes.
Have a great night. I'm gonna head out. Of course, congratulations, Brother Rylith, again.
Rylith, let me explain something to you. When we're in a competition, and I know I wouldn't have it this way, you wouldn't have it this way, but you're unfortunately on our team. So if you could maintain that, at least, that's all I ask. You're a rad master now. You're not a member of your order. You're not just hoping everyone has a good time. We're trying to win this. And even if it doesn't mean anything to you, it means something to us. And if you're not willing to show up for that, I'd rather you just not show up at all for the final event. Do you understand that?
Mm,
But you're over here meeting our enemies and acting like they're you good friends of yours, and they're laughing at you behind your back. You don't realize it, but they know you're an enemy. You don't know the opposite. You're not realizing that we're a team, they're a team, and they're our adversaries. We're going to be fighting them tooth and nail in a couple of days.
me kill.
Yeah, they seem like pretty alright guys to you, I think. Will be too bad to have to kill them though. And I'm like raise my mug of ale.
Yes, I'll be crying the whole way.
Me.
I think Milo looks hurt as well. Like, yeah.
Me kill.
Don't worry, Amim. I never doubted you.
Golden Dragonborn sword? Me want. Me take.
I approve. Well, I imagine it's because you're not a member of our group and you were just thrown in here and sort of a impromptu addition. You're not really a member of our party. That's probably why, I imagine. You've done well, Rylith. I don't say you haven't. so be it. As long as you're there with us, when it matters most, I care little for your. You call it a religion now. Hmm. And where'd you run off when we were having a rest? Do you want to tell us about that? Oh, maybe I didn't. In that case, I would not have said something.
I thought it was pretty unanimous that he totally got away with it. I
Oh,
remember.
okay.
think
My
so,
bad.
yeah.
I do believe it was a while ago, but I believe he definitely got away with it.
I will recant this statement. Well, as long as you're with us, that's all I care about. But if you want to, you have to understand it's not your religion that I'm against. It's not your belief system even. It's the way you go about things. You'll never trust me with who I am. And then why would I trust you? Mm. Yes. Fair. I didn't ask you to trust my judgment. I didn't ask for you to be a member of this organization. But I will say, while you're amongst us, we're on the same team. We're fighting for that goal, whether you want to or not. The rest of these gentlemen have joined my crew. They have joined my mission. And you haven't. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you an outsider. You could be one of us if you really wanted to, but you don't. Yes? I wholeheartedly disagree, but who am I to say? I'm not going to lie, Rylith. I admire your persistence, and even to some degree, I admire your commitment to your cause. I think all of us are passionate about the things we want, the things that lead us, that guide us, that make us who we are. And I think without that, none of us would be here today, fighting together as a team. It's just that the way that yours are aligned, they're incompatible with mine. No, no, not evil. Just because you disagree with my methods, you cannot call them evil. Claim one evil I've done. And you are maintaining a power of a current monarchic rule. Absolutely. My cause is to bring back the faith of the realm. I'm going to free the gods as I join them. And it's for that reason that, despite our differences, I could see you beside me, my right-hand man, as I establish my rule. You have beliefs, you have principles. These things are important to me. You act as though I'm some demonic aggressor. I'm a boy. I grew up a relatively normal man. I think that I'm not sure the best way to put this. You do not know what it is that I aspire to. No one does. To be honest with you, even I don't know. All I know is that it is my destiny to rule. The intricacies therein, I've mentioned before, I'm not one for politics. A continent, the world.
Can I
Can I?
just say? Sorry, go ahead.
No, please, Milo.
I'm gonna like kind of like interject with a bread roll in one hand and a mug in the other. It kind of seems like you guys hate each other because you think you're on other teams. You think he's guilty of a crime he hasn't committed, and you think that he thinks you're guilty of a crime you haven't committed. Kind of like how
Well,
we hate those guys over there just because they're on another team. But they're
to,
pretty good guys, and we could get along.
to be fair, I'm right that he thinks that I've committed a crime that I haven't committed. That's objectively true.
Well, people can make mistakes, but that doesn't mean that Ryler's a bad guy either. And maybe, neither of you guys are trusting each other one way or another, but it's because don't you have to like earn each other's trust, kind of get to know one another before you just think that you're the bad guys to each other's like
That's the
stories.
exact point that I wanted to bring up, actually, Milo. I think that Rylith is a good man deep down.
Yeah,
Do I believe that his belief system is backward? Perhaps in some way, but I think that it's worth telling him of what we learned, of what you learned with that orb. I think he could help us. Perhaps he isn't along for my mission, but at least that mission, well, that comes first, doesn't it?
kind of makes sense, I think. Yeah. I like set the orb on the table and spin it, so it's like.
We found something. Something that Milo encountered in a forest. Something fell from the sky, and it seemed to be connected to a central cog. Do you know anything of this, Rylith?
Roll a religion check. Nope.
To be honest, we don't know much either, but well, it seems to have taken a shine to Milo. And Milo has been seemingly, to some degree, chosen as the man who is to fix a great wrong that is currently existing in the world. Something is broken. Well, to be honest with you, I'm not sure I can phrase it appropriately. It's something is broken with space and time. The world will burn if we do not correct it.
It's definitely a just cause that we can kind of all agree on here. Is that maybe we don't
Exactly.
want to see the world burn.
Very much so. The world includes your Veskin Order, Rylith. Precisely. It's up to you. You seem a noble man and a just man, despite our differences. I don't see why. Well, perhaps our differences are irreconcilable and irreconcilable. The statement is poorly stated. I am and still am Necrax. You act as if I'm not currently, but I am. My legacy of power and eventual godhood, yes. Not even to save the world. Better to watch it burn then? You're a fool if you even have to consider it.
I'm gonna like slide a beer to each of
Says the
them. Be like,
Veskin.
okay, guys. Well,
You're pathetic.
I care about him.
I
As
told you, he's not to be trusted.
I was
Rylith,
being a gluttonous fiend as I was just shoving shit in my mouth while you guys were all talking.
as you leave, Rylith, a red-robed figure approaches you. An arm of the Veskin Order, similar to yourself. Good evening, Rylith. Palm Cannon has sent me. You wish to speak with him? He says his chambers are open to you. Absolutely. Come with me. Um,
I care about him. Why would he say that?
I don't know. He's
Who doesn't?
confused.
Who doesn't drink ale?
It's because of what I am. Don't
leads
blame
you
yourself, Milo.
through the town to the Tower of the Three Tests, which you've been in a few times before. You head up this huge spiral staircase that encapsulates the entire inside of the inside of the tower. At this hour, there are a few Veskin monks here, but here and there you do see red-robed figures rushing back and forth. Eventually, you reach the 13th floor, where a single stone door lands outside of these steps. Inside, you will find Palm Cannon. Enter. You walk in and you see a short golden-haired man in a completely white robe, sitting on the floor, eyes closed in a meditative state. The room, which you've been in before, is bare. He has few possessions. A simple desk, a bed, a chair. He opens his eyes as you walk in and stands to greet you. Rylith. It has been some time. Of course. I've been told you have news, grave news. Please share. And let my wisdom guide you. He does actively laugh at this. Well, I am not that old, but yes, I am familiar with. Yes, yes. You are funny. Continue. What are my thoughts about, as you say, the most infamous man in our world's history? He's a being of pure evil. He enslaved the world, almost wiped out the elven race, enslaved the dwarves. But what does this have to do with anything? Our concern is not with Necrax, but with the fiends that threaten us. What do you mean? Do you have proof of this? Roll a persuasion check. A charlatan, my friend. I trust your judgment, but this matter, I'm afraid you have been mistaken. Necrax perished hundreds of years ago. Calm, calm. Rylith, calm. Still the mind. I worry about great evil as well. You must continue to work, always in service of this plane. That is the battle we fight. Charlatans will always stand in your way. always try and cloud your mind, but you must not let them. Necrax is gone. Was killed hundreds of years ago. If he had come back, surely we would have heard something. There is a brief hint of recognition in his eye, but he is a very calm man, and he does not give much of an indication after this fleeting glance. What is it that you have to say about this central cog, as you call it? The charlatan said this. Perhaps. Rylith, you must ask yourself, what can the charlatan gain from this tale? You have met this man. If he has anything to gain, what is it? Where did you come across this charlatan?
Let's go.
Should you see him again, I should very much like if you could bring him here to the Tower of Three Tests. I would desire. Of course not. Necrax is long dead. But perhaps there are other forces at play here. A second pair of ears is always helpful in hearing what lies on the surface. I do my best. This madman, is he in the city? Sure, roll an insight check.
Couple of days with Rylith, I've already got him insight checking his leader.
You got it really well. You know him better than probably anyone else in the order. You have spent more time with him over the years. And it hasn't been a ton of time, but it is significantly more than probably anyone except his very, very closest inner circle. And you can tell he seems genuinely unnerved by not your description of Necrax. Seemed confident that, but your mention of the cog, and specifically the central cog, and of imminent disaster. There's also an air of excitement, not you sense in the disaster, but an excitement that there is perhaps someone who knows about it, if that makes sense. In interest. Relief. It's quite all right. It's quite all right. The end goal is stability, balance. I need to hear his story. Keep an eye out. The Rylith, I hear you're doing quite well in the holding. Yes, your brothers are quite excited about your success. We wish you luck in the final round. I could think of no better champion of the realm. Return to me if you find this madman. Of course. Return to me if you find this madman. The sooner the better. Good night. You rush out your way down the stairs. Yeah. Absolutely. It's easy enough to find them.
That's what it sounds like.
I knew you'd come around.
I'll slide him a beer again, and then I'm gonna like halfway there. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, sorry," and I'm gonna pull it back. Like,
I'll
like-
snag it on the way back.
yeah, there you go. That's all right. It's been a stressful day.
Can I roll an insight check? Like, he seems very changed over the last half an hour.
Roll an insight check. Roll a. I don't know, persuasion or deception.
17 insight.
Okay. Garrick, what would he sense in you?
Nice. Well done, Ryleth. Thank you. I'm gonna like put my arm around him and say, I think deep down we want the same thing.
Good to see you guys getting along. Look at us. Just one happy group of guys.
Yeah, certainly we're not gonna meet with that guy though, right? That seems like suicide. Oh. Oh, I thought it was about the whole Necrax thing. Oh, well, sure. We can meet with him then. No problem. Let's win this first, huh? To the heroes calling. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Keep forgetting about that.
As you celebrate merriment, not only your success in the last challenge, but also your success as a group, coming together, overcoming your differences. That is where we're going to call it for the night. Pick up next week.
Next week. I'm
Oh.
down for 3 more hours if we start right now.